Well, money, it makes the world go round, or so they say, and yet the relationship many of us have with money is something we rarely focus on. Well, back as part of our My Empowerment series once again is Boaz, and he is here this morning to show us how we can change our relationship with money to live better lives. Welcome back, Boaz.
Thank you, Danielle. I'm excited to be here.
Excited to have you here this morning. I know the last time you were here, we were talking about debt and helping people get out of debt. But at the end of the day, it's all about the relationship with money. And unfortunately, not a lot of us have a really good relationship with money. Why is that?
Exactly. And Danielle, I used to have a bad relationship with money. As I told you before, my idea of high finance was to pay my Visa bill with my MasterCard, which is, that's sad. That is sad. But if you'll think about it, if money was an entity, like a person, and if I go around saying, I never have enough money, I can't make ends meet, if that was a person, it wouldn't like to be around me because I don't have a good relationship with it. And once I changed my relationship with money, everything changed. I paid off debts. I started attracting money because I made it a good place for money to be in a good relationship with me.
Ah, makes sense. So, we do understand that a lot of us have a bad relationship with money. We want to change that. What are some specific steps that we can take to change our relationship with money?
Excellent. As you and I have talked before, because we both had problems with debt in the past, is one, to get out of debt, stop charging, cut out the credit cards, start paying in cash. But here's another thing that's very powerful. I teach people to carry a $100 bill. Carry a $100 bill because it makes you feel prosperous. Only 3 or 4% of the people in this country carry a $100 bill. Check their finances. They're usually doing good. Because most people only see 1s, 5s, 10s, and 20s in their wallet or purse. And that makes you think that you're worth small money. Get a $100 bill, carry it with you at all times, so every time you look in your purse, you see it. Secondly, put some 20s around the house, on the end table by the bed, on the counter of the bathroom, on the counter of the kitchen. If you have teenagers, tape it down real good. And then I get people to save $1 a day. It's physically putting money in an envelope and saving it every day, and then opening a savings account and going down once a week and depositing.
There you go.
Cash is real. Credit cards and checks are monopoly to the mind.
Okay, so I had monopoly to the mind when I was 18. I got my first credit card when I was 18 and didn't even understand what that meant. I just thought it was free money, right? That I could use and that I could charge, and then it came back to bite me in the you-know-where later on. And so what I want to do now is I want to teach my kids to have a really good relationship with money. I think that is so important. What can I do to help them avoid making some of the same mistakes that I did?
Exactly. So number one, be very careful how you and your husband talk about money around your kids. Because if we give them a feeling of anxiety, we just don't have enough money, we may not be able to afford this, you're giving the kids a vision that money is bad. Now,
but isn't that being honest with them too?
There's nothing wrong about being realistic, but we got to be careful with our words.
Gotcha.
So if we're always scared about money, they're going to grow up being scared about money. So you need to talk realistically and even show them this is our budget. And I know you want to get that bicycle, and we will get it for you. We just need to save for it, and we will get it for you in a month from now or 2 months from now. So you're teaching them that money is not bad. It's a tool, but it has to be used appropriately.
Well, it's interesting because after we went through our own financial crisis and came out of it, one of our expressions that we use all the time now is cash is king. We use cash for everything now. We do have credit cards, but we don't rely on our credit cards. Why do you believe it's so important to save cash on a regular basis? Because again, a credit card and a check to the mind is like a game. And did you notice those credit card companies are so smart? I mean, they'll let you put your favorite NFL football team or your college football team logo right on the credit card. But you're not making that salary. You're not making that NFL. No, but you can cheer them on while you're going to the poorhouse. Right, exactly. And it doesn't seem like you're spending money when you've got that logo on there. And so I also have realized when you pay cash, you suddenly feel this is real money. When I put a credit card down, it's not real money, but the bills are real. So let's talk about some specific resources that we can use to help us get out of debt, because I think how debt affects our relationship in terms of money, unfortunately, it's something that a lot of people in this country, given the recession, given the economy, are dealing with. What are some specific steps we can take today? Exactly. The $100 bill, the 20s around the house, saving $1 a day. A couple of books I want to point out to our audience. This is Think and Grow Rich, written in 1935, still totally applicable today. It's much more than about money. It's an attitude book.
It's all about attitude when it comes to money. And so this is one resource which I believe is fabulous. And you and I have both heard on the radio, and I promote this book by Dave Ramsey.
He's fantastic.
The Complete Money Makeover. He's got some very practical ideas about staying out of debt, paying off debts, saving cash. These are resources. Just one page a day in each book will give you an idea that can help you move ahead.
Well, I tell you, you've given us some great ideas to help us move ahead today. As always, it's so good to see you.
A pleasure.
Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you, Danielle.
And be sure to keep watching our My Empowerment series with Boaz for more of his positive advice. You can also subscribe to his weekly Power Notes by visiting thebalancingact.com and clicking on the Boaz link. And by doing so, you'll also receive his daily success formula for free.
Looking for a way to improve your attitude, relationships, finances, or career? We've got just the right solution for you. It's as easy as signing up for Boaz's weekly Power Notes that are filled with practical insights and powerful ideas that can help you enhance your life immediately. Just go to thebalancingact.com and click on the Boaz banner. Together, we'll take your life to the next level.